Bloodline, what's up? Just heading to the kennels right now. As you guys know, I have Mia was due. So she was due yesterday. We were monitoring all day. As you can see, barely sleep. I was off yesterday. Barely slept last night. Took a later shift today, just because I believe she got dropped. And so said, just checking the cameras, and she's giving birth. So it's early morning, so just heading over there. My prediction would have been we're looking to get, hopefully, doesn't have to be a must. Try milk pup. I'm gonna be the first one on the island, so that's how we try to do it. Always just set the trend. And it should be a blue try. If we do get it, based on the statistics. So that would be the prediction. It's a 25% chance of getting the blue try milk. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a blue try. It could be black. But yeah, that's what we're hoping on there. So it's a 25% chance. I was thinking about 4 pups. So hopefully maybe 1 try milk. And it's a 50% chance of milk. And 50% chance of try pups. So in that 50-50, we got 4. So we're here now, bloodline. Let's see what we have. Okay, a bit of a mess, but no worries. So far I can see we have 4 pups, 2 males. It's a 50-50, for now. So we're not gonna know what these 2 showing yet, whether they plain or try. Usually that takes a little while, but she's taking care of them, cleaning them up. It looked like the other 2 just came out. This one further to the end looks like he was. I think this one was the first out when I watched the video this morning. Stomach still kind of big, so we just monitoring her. Hopefully she has like 2 more left, but I'm about to go ahead and check on the pups. This one looks a little bit slow, so look like it just came out. So but she's doing a good job so far. Usually I use the paper cuts. I had some sawdust in there, but I realized the paper cuts are a lot more messy. It doesn't absorb, like the moisture. So it's better to use just the shavings, not the sawdust though, guys. You gotta be careful between shavings and sawdust. The only issue I have here is Mia. She doesn't use the whelping box. I put her in here, about 2 weeks before, so she can get familiar and stuff. Try to get her to get familiar. She only went in there 1 time, and she peed inside of there. I cleaned up and everything, but she never went back in. It's not like she goes in there and pee all the time. So I don't know how we can transition this way. Yeah, so right now she's having some complications with the next pup. I've been pushing for a while. So just monitoring her. About to do some exercises, to help with the pushing. And just to get her in the mood. So that's what we're about to do. Just fast forwarding the clip a bit, guys, but a little bit of stimulation, massage the nipples, massage the stomach. Every time she push, you want to like kind of feel for the pup, where the pup is, but also, just massage her along the way. The stimulation would help, with pushing. Also, we had some motivation along the way, speaking to her, talking to her to push. And we were getting closer. She's actually pushing, and I started to see the head of the pup. So what we're going to do now is, I'm going to grab my gloves and see how we can get everything done. Yeah, bloodline. We might still have more in there. So we're just monitoring, she's still pushing, so I know we have another one coming. So yeah, we're still on it, but we're still on it. We have 3 males and 3 non-males. Let's call them that for now. Yeah, the 5th pup I actually had to pull out myself. That's the big male that you see there. Okay. I had to pull him out myself because he was the biggest pup, as you can see. So he was kind of stuck. So I had to help out with that one. And then this guy closer to the head came out last for now. Yeah, she's really tired, but still pushing, you know. So we still at it. Bloodline. It's a bloodline. So we're finally all done. You know, a little cleanup for mom. I finally got her to go inside of here. But yeah, finally. So this is the outcome, guys. I wish I could have given you more footage, but it was a long one. And usually with these the pockets, you know, sometimes a C-section is what the vet would recommend. Not to take anything away from the vets here, but I don't believe we have proper facilities for that here, where I'm from in St. Lucia. So I mean, there are facilities for it, but I have so many bad stories, you know, about the work not being done perfectly, you know, or properly, you know, where sometimes you end up tying the dog's womb. The vets end up tying the dog's womb because, you know, the surgery it wasn't successful, you know, so end up like guys end up with females that they cannot even breed anymore, and stuff like that. So I rather not take the risk and try to push my dogs, you know. And yeah, you know, one of the techniques you guys saw me using was, you know, motivating my dogs, you know, just like they out on the field, you know, and you're pushing them. I find that works, you know. I've had 4 or 5 litters in my time, and that's usually what I would do, you know, push my dogs so that way they can, you know, motivate them so they can push, you know, stimulate them, you know, massage them in the right places, you know, during birth. We had some difficulty with 2 pups. There's 2 pups who were very large. You can see that large male over there. I had to pull him out. She was trying to push him out for about 2 hours, you know, every time he gets closer to the end, you know, and he was stuck there for a while. So I actually have to get my gloves, you know, and, you know, hold on to him, and then when she gave me the push, you know, just look for the right timing and take him out. He came out lifeless, you know, because he was there for so long, but, you know, we do the little procedure, you know, give him some air, swing him around, you know. Real breeders know what I'm talking about. And eventually he was up, you know, he's a little bit weak, you know, to start, so I kept monitoring him. And you know, today he looks like one of the stronger pups. And then we had another one who came out. So one came out right after, and then we had another one who was even larger than him, who came out 7th. She had 8 puppies, by the way, who came out 7th, but he came out completely lifeless. It was the same thing, you know, but then she ended up pushing him out on her own. But he was there for so long, you know. He came out lifeless. When I say long, you know, I mean just the duration of the birth, you know, overall. Yeah, but I took him out. I tried the procedure on him, but I think we were just a little too late with him. And then the final pup came like very late, you know. I didn't foresee she had anything in her, so I was waiting for her to drop out the placenta. So we were just there monitoring her, and then when I thought she was pushing out the placenta, she gave birth to one more puppy. Yeah, and then after that she just released the sack. Yeah, so we had 5 males and 3 non-males. I'll say non-males for now. Look at the size of that pup. I'll say non-males for now because a little bit too young to verify, you know, the try. You know, I see some of them looking like they may be try, but I guess we still have to wait. They're so tiny, you know. I didn't expect her to make so many. She actually had 8 pups. So now we have with 7. And yeah, one of the things we were looking for was a tri-male, so I'm still not sure if we have that yet. We're still waiting. The guy that I pulled out, he might be if there's a tri-male there, it would be him, the guy that I pulled out myself. So yeah, the storyline behind him. So let's see if he'll come up tri-male. Like I said, we had a 25% chance of getting it, and that's still a small chance. Out of 8 puppies, you know, you would expect to get 2 tri-males. The one who died, we don't know if he would have been, but you know, the markings haven't started showing up yet. But yeah, if we have tri-male, it's not like a dominant tri-male. You know, the tri would not be dominant, and that could also be the effect of Iva as well being a dominant male, because he's like what you call his intensity gene is very high, so with the male color. So unlike a lot of the males out there, that's one of the reasons why he's one of the most valuable dogs in the kennel, when it comes to like purchasing and selling pups on the market. You get that variation close to like a Harley Quinn with his pups. Like you get more white in his male colors. We have other males here, but none really with the white pattern. So that's one of the things like a lot of people like, when it comes to like colors and whatnot. And it's a little bit unique, with what we have going on here. So yeah, man, that might be the reason why we're not able to see the males as yet, because the dominant white, I won't say dominant white, but the intensity gene with the male, if I had to use the right terms. But yeah, that's what we're looking at, bloodline. I'll keep you guys posted with the process, what's going on. Our girl Mia doing well. I got her to eat some food finally this morning. Yeah, and yeah, give her some like goat milk with the food, and she had some mackerels as well. Keep the omegas up. And yeah, the pups already had their first feeding of goat milk, because I didn't feel like I was getting enough milk to start them off, especially since they came out so small, because she had so many and she's tiny herself. I didn't think like there was enough milk to sustain them, so I actually started feeding them goat milk right away, to pick up like for those who didn't receive, and those who were looking a little bit weak, there's a lot of them were looking a little bit weak, at the end. So I had to try to energize them, those who couldn't latch onto the mom, like force feed them, yeah. Now everybody drinking, everybody safe, everybody looking good. Yeah, finally we're back in the box, the whelping box, as compared to being outside. Yeah, she actually gave birth right here. We had some more shavings. I realized she would have given birth outside, so I started adding shavings and whatnot. But I did a cleanup already. We had a little mess all around the place. I did the cleanup already. She ate most of her food and some good milk in there. Yeah, just have to clean up her plate, give her some fresh food, and change her water, and then yeah. So bloodline, I'll keep you guys posted. Keep you guys posted on gender as well. I think we have 2 males. That's 2 males and 2 male females, and then the others are all females. The non-males are all females. Yeah, some real nice blends there. Yeah. So bloodline, big up yourself. I'll keep you guys posted. We back on it. We'll begin your closer look on the pups, when we get there. Yeah, guys, make sure when you have your pups, make sure you wash your hands, make sure you wash your feet. You really clean up, especially if you have other dogs in your camp, every time you go inside your kennel. Also it's also good to have a little spray can, of disinfectant or hand sanitizers and whatnot. I say instead of hand sanitizers because they normally have like extra stuff in them, like maybe some rubbing alcohol, not too strong, that you can use, just to spray your hands and whatnot before you enter the kennel. Make sure you properly dry up, don't hold the pups right away, and that's just to disinfect, and make sure you're not bringing anything into your kennel. A lot of guys lose a lot of pups like that. Yeah, that's all we have in bloodline. So you don't know what it is, your boy J Reed. Big up yourself. Thanks for joining me on the journey. Keep you guys posted. One.